White, high, off, life. Yeah. Today, right now, here, we talking practice ball. What? We talking practice ball. That was by the artist formerly known as Lil Bow Wow. Currently known as Old Bow Wizzle. No, I don't know. Talking practice? That's the answer. We are talking practice. Yep. Think about this, okay? Everything that you do, your brain is recording and it wants to get better at it for you. Everything. Consciously, you believe that practice is something that you want to get better at, right? Like practice, or I want to practice doing the piano, or I want to practice guitar, or I'm practicing my three-point shot. You think it's only those things that you intentionally put aside in your day. That's just what you're conscious of. Everything the brain's recording, good or bad, things that may elevate you or those habits that are detrimental to you. Your brain is making circuits, it's connecting neurons together. Straight facts right here, neuroscience, okay? Here's what's going on. You have white matter, gray matter in your brain. Your brain, the little cells are called axons, right? They're like these little guys, right? They're the neurons. Around them is white matter, myelinated sheaths. This myelination, this is what creates connections between the nerve cells, and the more you do something, the faster they go. The more automatic it is. So when we see athletes, when we see musicians, and you think to yourself, wow, look how talented they are, look how graceful their movement is. Their sheaths are fully myelinated around these activities. So what's that mean? This is gonna trip you out. An unmyelinated sheath, so let's say for instance, myself, I try to play piano, unmyelinated sheaths, super uncomfortable for myself. I cannot do that. My fingers trip out. It is tough. Somebody who's just going around, their myelinated sheaths, they travel at a speed of 200 miles per hour when they're fully myelinated. An unmyelinated sheath, 2 miles per hour. Me, somebody who's just fluent, 100 times better than I am at that. Practice makes progress. This is where the 10,000 hour rule comes in. This is where people say the more you do something, the better you get at it. And again, it doesn't matter though what it is that you're doing. If every day we get triggered by the same things in our lives, if every day we are getting upset, we are creating habits in our mind that recognize that when this happens, we get upset. And then maybe, this is something called Hebb's law. These neurons, as they wire together, they fire together. So what this means, wiring together, firing together. So maybe traffic, upset, maybe that upsetness now. Oh my God, I need a cigarette, right? So now we're associating traffic, upset, cigarettes. The thing is, what ends up happening also though, is now we see the cigarette as a tool of relief from any type of stress. And that's just what the brain doesn't know what's going on out here. You wanna know how powerful imagination is? Think visualization for athletes, for anybody who's practicing something. They've taken Olympic athletes, they've taken some and they have them sit down and they have them just visualize the motions that they go through. They have the same, same sport, another group of Olympic athletes actually practicing that movement. You can make the same gains visualizing as the people who practice. That's what these studies showed. Visualization is extremely powerful. It's so powerful. Here, I'm going to give you one more. A nocebo effect, also known as voodoo effect, I believe. Voodoo death effect, I think they call this. But we got to think laterally on this one too, okay? And I'll say why in a second. In civilizations that believe in voodoo, the witch doctor can tell somebody they will die on this day, and those people die on that day. They believed it. They believed in the power of the witch doctors so strongly. In their mind, they embodied it and they died. You may be thinking, what the fuck are you saying, man? Like, what? You've heard of a placebo effect. Maybe you get a pill. Think about the antibiotics, man. That is the pill. You go to the doctor, something's wrong, antibiotics, right? You leave and maybe you feel better, yeah? Let's talk about, though, an actual sugar pill, okay? Let's not get into that, all right? But let's talk about the sugar pill, right? A doctor, white coat, clipboard, very powerful. He tells you, you are going to feel better from your headache or whatever ailment with this. And you do. Placebo is real. It's a real effect. Researchers don't know how to necessarily account for this, that people can take things that aren't necessarily, that are nothing. They can have a sugar pill and their mind can make them better. Let's think then about how destructive the doctor's messages can be to us, our voodoo doctors in the West. For liability reasons, they have to tell you, hey, you have so many months to live. When they see whatever it is that's going on from your biopsy or whatever, they have to do that because of this society. And the thing is, there are so many medical anomalies. People who were told this, who didn't accept it, who went and sought out other holistic information, treated their cancers, yes, tumors the sizes of oranges. Doctors told them 3 months, they said bullshit. They went, found somebody else, did something else, came back to those doctors. In the West, the doctors just go, well, it can't be whatever stupid shit you were doing. We just must have not saw something. Just think about it. The power of the mind, extremely powerful. Think about whatever it is that you're doing every single day, whatever it is that you're practicing, whatever harmful habits that you're creating, that you have created, that are harming your future self. Because I'm going to plead with you one more time. You are working so hard in your life for that retirement. You're working so hard for this future moment in which you'll be able to enjoy life. But if you have habits and patterns right now that are hurting that future self, let's get into it. Let's think about it. Tell me down below. The first thing we got to do to practice new behaviors is we got to be aware of what bullshit we're doing right now. So comment down below. Let me know what you're doing, because I guarantee something that you're doing, somebody else is doing. So please tell me what you're doing down below. Tell me your practice. Tell me your experience with the placebo-nocebo effect. Let's get this community going. Let's comment. Let's like. Let's subscribe. There's going to be a lot going on here. Wong lands. Be love, everybody. Be love.